Yo, what it do, guys? It's your Crypto Connect checking in with a video. Um, in this video, I want to go over what is cryptocurrency, and it's not a simple answer. It's very complicated, so it's really not what is cryptocurrency, but what is cryptocurrency to me. Um, and I just wanted to also give you guys a little background about how I got started investing in cryptocurrency and how that's gone so far. So, all right, what is cryptocurrency? Well, to do a very long answer short, it's actually not a currency at all. So you can kind of just forget about that part of it. I mean, there are some cryptos out there that are aimed at their main purpose is to be used as a currency or an interchange payment system, but most of them are not. Most of them are it's completely different than being used as a currency. So you can really look at these as they're like stocks, basically. They're like stocks, and each currency represents a business that you are investing in, a protocol, or some sort of technology that is different, unique. It has a purpose, and there's a reasoning behind issuing coins to fund this business, to fundraise, basically. So, yeah, so I hope that answers it to an extent. I could really talk about what is cryptocurrency for a whole hour. It's really that complicated. All of the different things that the blockchain technology can provide. There's so many different ones. I'm just going to leave it up to your imagination, but do your own research. But it's just basically you're investing in a technology, a protocol, or some kind of business in the tech world when it comes to blockchain technology, which you can look up blockchain technology on Google, or you can watch another YouTube video that maybe explains it a little bit better. But it's basically decentralized, and it has the ability to really run businesses on its own. You can run a whole government using blockchain technology. As a matter of fact, in Russia, they were it wasn't really government, but it was corporate shareholders. They were using the blockchain to cast votes. And blockchain, it's a system in which there is very little deviance from what it's supposed to do and what it's supposed to provide. So if you've written into the software of a protocol for a certain cryptocurrency that it has to work by certain rules, like for instance, Bitcoin has to have 6 transactions before the Bitcoin gets sent to somebody, or excuse me, 6 confirmations is what they call it. But basically, um, it's proving that it's a true transaction, right? So when you send Bitcoin to somebody, it's undergoing 6 confirmations of different miners that are saying, yes, this is the address that's being sent from, yes, this is the amount that's being sent, and yes, this is the final recipient, whoever that may be. And it just makes for a system that is incorruptible. It's gonna be, I hope it's going to be the end of fraud to a certain extent. I know that's a ways off in the future, but it absolutely provides the technology to allow us to work towards that point where we have a world that basically certain institutions are using blockchains to run themselves instead of being centralized or using people to do it, because that's where a lot of fraud comes in, a lot of human errors are occurring. There's a bunch of different reasons why to use blockchain. And then there's also always going to be a reason that you need a person to do it, right? So you might have full governments run on a blockchain, but every once in a while you're going to have some human stepping in and, you know, doing something. But I hope I didn't like get too complicated there with that explanation, because it's a complicated answer. And what is cryptocurrency? What is blockchain technology? I want you to go out and do your own research and come up with your own answer. And what can it provide for society? What positive things can it do? And if you just go through some of the cryptocurrencies and you look at their mission and their roadmap and their goal, you can see some of those answers there. You can see what a lot of these are aiming to provide or aiming to accomplish, and you can do your own research and make the determination whether you think that it will be successful or not. Um, you're still very early in this market, so I think there's still many years to go by before um, it's becoming more and more implemented in real life. But we are already there. We're at the starting point right now. We're past the starting line right now, but we're just in the first leg of the race, pretty much, in my opinion. All right, so how did I get started trading cryptocurrency? Well, to be honest with you, I started trading stocks, and I was very disappointed in the amount of money that I was making from stocks. And I did a lot of research. I wasn't just going and buying these because, oh, I hear Apple's a good stock because he told me so. No, I was doing my own due diligence, researching everything from market cap, cash flow, who's the CEO, what is he about. It's all these things, right, that you research about a company before you invest in them. So I was doing all that, and I was just very unhappy with the amount of money that I made. Uh, I probably put it like $6,000 to $8,000 into stocks, in which 6 months has gone by, and I've only made about $300 or $400. And at the same time, when I'm doing that, I'm looking at CoinMarketCap.com and looking at cryptocurrencies and just looking at their prices just skyrocket and just saying to myself, wow, like look at this opportunity that I'm missing out on. The stock market's not doing anything for me, but look at these coins. I mean, they're just like, I see Bitcoin, and it was at, when I first started, I want to say it was at like 3,000 or something, and it's going down and then it's going back up and it's doing all sorts of crazy things. But I'm sitting there like thinking to myself, I can definitely take advantage of this right now. Like either way, it's going up or down. If you're trading and you're doing it the right way, you can make money. So that was my intention, to make money. And I started asking people. I asked a good friend of mine that I knew he was into cryptocurrency. Um, I asked him, what should I do? He informed me to start getting some Bitcoin together, set up a Coinbase account, and I started slowly accumulating Bitcoin over about a week. I think I bought like every day $100 worth until I got up to like 1,000. Um, and then I sent that Bitcoin off to an exchange with intentions on buying some altcoins that I had seen, different altcoins going up and down for whatever reason. And I'm on YouTube and I'm finding all of these like groups that are pushing a certain coin, and there's people making videos promoting their coins that they like, and it's just an interesting space, right? It's a community of these people that they're not necessarily educated with a university degree, although maybe they are, but just not in this field for certain. It's people that have done their own due diligence and learned on their own markets and maybe web developing some sort of knowledge of what these currencies can provide for the world, and like how technologies can really change the world. Um, so yeah, you've got this space of people, and it's just interesting to me. So I start watching some videos, and I'm trying to teach myself some stuff. And I stumble across this guy, and he's trying to push a coin, right? And I'm gonna show you what it's called. It's called chain coin. And at this point, I really have no knowledge whatsoever about cryptocurrency. Like now, I know what it is, and I can define it for you in my own terms. But before that, I really didn't know. I thought, oh, they're just these currencies or whatever. But they're going up and down, so there's a potential here for me to make money. But so this is all right. So I found a group on YouTube that was pushing this coin, chain coin. And I didn't buy any. I was very skeptical because there's people signing on and like, talking about, oh, chain coin hodling, we're gonna hodl to the moon, and I'm like thinking, what is this, man? I don't even know what this chain coin is. But you know what? After watching those videos for a few days, I went ahead and I bought some chain coin because I saw the amount of people in this chat that are just like, doing it. And I see the price going up like slowly as people are joining the group. And I'm like, wait, like, let me get in on this real quick. Let me put down. So I do. I bought in about $1,000 worth of chain coin, right? So I'm trying to find where I bought it at so I can just show you guys. But yeah, you can see the giant spike up in the air. So that's the year chart, but let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. I don't know if this works or not. All right, so this is about the time I bought Chaincoin. I bought it, I think it was like 30 cents or something when I bought it. Yeah, it was like climbing up right here. And I was like, you know what, I'm getting in on this. And I bought it 30 cents, 40 cents. It jumped, boom, up to $1.38, and I'm like, okay, that's nice. And everyone's talking about, oh no, don't sell it, don't sell it. We're just gonna hodl, we're gonna hodl. So I didn't sell it, and it comes back down, and I didn't sell it. I bought some more at 70 cents, 80 cents, and then it just takes off. It just boom. I mean, I'm up here and I'm looking at it at $6.67, and I just turned $1,000 into almost like $8,000. So that is my first win. That was my first cryptocurrency flip. I was like hooked right after that. I mean, how could you blame me? I mean, I just made more money in in like 5 minutes than I've ever made working in my life. So yeah, it kind of changed me, and I'm like that was literally 2 weeks in. So I'm like 2 weeks in, and I got something like that. I'm like, wow, like this, I don't even know what I'm doing yet, and that's just it's history from there. But I really started getting into the space and just learning and teaching myself, and that's when I really afterwards, after all this, went away, and chain coin went down from like down to nothing now, and it's just a crappy coin that community on Facebook or on YouTube, excuse me, was pushing, and they had enough people that were able to influence the price of it to a certain extent, and somebody, including myself, made a lot of money off of some of these people that were holding it, hodling it forever. Look, it just went to zero. So it was a lesson in that there's a huge opportunity in cryptocurrency. It was a lesson that wow, this is not regulated, and you can really influence the price of a coin, especially a small market cap coin like this. If you're a whale and you have a lot of it, you can bring it down or bring it up and influence the price and profit off of it. So it's kind of like the wild wild west when it comes to that. And then it's just like I also learned, oh well, you better sell and take those profits. If you really just hold with no basis to hold, then you could lose your money, right? Now this is totally different than like coins that I go over and I say that are like great potential and all that, because this coin doesn't have that. The other coins do. But I'm going to take a break right now, and I'm going to come back to the